Hey guys, welcome back to Survival Records, where today I am going to get this guy set up a little bit more, this welding ship. And I was thinking I gotta, keep getting great advice, great tips and tricks through the comments section, so by all means, I read through all of them. I am happy to receive them. Even if we disagree on something, it's great to have a conversation about it. But one of the pieces of advice, or I don't know if it's an advice or as much as a tip or a suggestion, whatever. I'm going to put up a list of some names for the welding ship here. And that's going to include whatever recommendations you guys can think of for a name for the ship, the little welder, and I'll put it up as a poll on the screen, and I might end up having some episodes recorded ahead of time, but regardless of that, I'll end up giving this guy the final name that is voted on. So, speaking of which, what I'm going to do is follow up on another piece of advice, which was with these guys here. Not these specifically, but these medium containers with special in their name. I want to have that amount of ammo available, and last time we noticed that there was a issue where they didn't have any there wasn't enough ammo being produced to fill them. So if you add hidden to it, then they won't be counted among the total quantities of materials that Izzy's is going to craft. So another thing to consider here is how much more ammo do I want to have in each of these containers. So there's 4 of them total. 3 of them total. And then 3... I guess what I could do is actually really load up on ammo on this. Just get the Espelta stocked and locked and ready to go. Oh man, but that also means I wanted to get railguns on here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redesign the front here with some railguns. Oh man, but now I'm hesitating, because if I get into redesigning everything here, that's going to include redesigning the thrusters, redesigning the gyroscopes, although I think the gyroscopes are probably fine. Oh, but I did notice one thing. At some point, and let's see if I can pull this up easily. Here we go. At some point, when the Espelta is taking damage, I think that this conveyor block here must have been damaged or destroyed by a stray bullet, because as you can see, there are 3 gyroscopes that need to be welded up, and they must have been, that must be like just the iron in them. So that touches on another thing that I was going to work on, which was with the whole containers being able to be marked as special and being able to be loaded up with stuff. My thought for the welding ship was have the containers on it have like a set volume of different materials that I want to have in them, so that every time I dock, Izzy's pushes components into its inventory, and then I can just dock, wait for the, what's it called, the inventory to load up again, and then go. And I'll have it so that all of the components have a small presence in here, and then that way if I'm welding something up and I notice that, like, I've used up all of something, like over here with these, with the gyroscopes, right? I don't know what those gyroscopes need. There's no way for me to get into there. But if I have a large steel tube in the inventory of the welder, and that, well, a large steel tube, it like goes away and I don't have it, then I know that something in there is asking for large steel tubes. So if I'm sitting there and my large steel tubes are emptied, then I can know that I've got the need for a large steel tube. And actually, oh, there's an idea. If I put a screen right on top of these that has the list of the components labeled out, like with the one of the other scripts, the in-depth LCD scripts, showing what's in the cargo of the ship. Ooh, good ideas. Okay, what I'm going to work on first. First, I'm going to get this all set up. I'm going to pay attention to those red lights too, because I think I got one that's flashing now. Not red lights, the red beacons. All right. Let me get some typing going on, and see you guys in a bit. Okay, I think I finally have it all sorted out. So, first thing I had to do was figure out how the heck to get the custom LCDs. What the heck is the name of that mod? Masters Automatic LCDs 2. So I had to figure out how to get automatic LCDs to work for my ship here, where you can see that it says Components Summary. So the thing that's going to do is, so, you know, go over here and, oh, I'm going to weld up these blocks right here. Oh, and look at that. I've run out of construction points and interior plate pieces. And I've run out of steel plates. So, I can go to this container right here. Hook up. And I'll automatically get recounted those items. Because in my inventory, I've got it so that it automatically gives me at least one of each. Now, there's a couple of different ways I can manage a project. So, say I'm going to work on a bunch of these here, interior plates. Those have, you know, after I've put down the one needed to lay them out, they require 21 interior plates and 10 construction components. So if I go into the custom data on these containers, and I go to my components here, so if I have, it's about 2 to 1, so if I get 1,000 construction components and 2,000 interior plates, that will conceivably drag those into the inventory there. Yeah, 1,000 and 2,000 there. And now I can do the same on this one. for interior plates, so I wanted 2,000 there, and construction components 1,000 here. Now, because they are hidden as well, because they're hidden as well, those interior plates and construction components are not counted. Yeah, they're not being counted here. So we've got construction components, it's queued up to do 1,000 of those, and interior plates queued up to do, you know, a lot more of those. That's one way I can connect to the base and automatically pull things in. And so I can go ahead and weld up a bunch of these interior plates, or weld up a bunch of the interior walls, right, that have those same ratio. And I'll just know that I'll always come back and get that same ratio of pieces. But then say, for instance, I have something else that I want to weld up. What would I want to do? Alright, here we go. Say I want to weld up these, and I don't want to bother changing things. I can just grab onto my inventory 4 of those, and 4 of those, and then I connect to this station. That's louder than I expected it to be. Anyway, now my containers are not being emptied because I've got no connections in here. But if I go to components, right, this is where all my components are. This is the container I want them to be moved into, and I withdraw all that I need for it. I've now got all that I need for it, and they're not going to be sucked back. So let's go ahead and get some of that welding done. Okay. Oh, come on. There we go. Let's see how this looks. Well, I must say I'm a little satisfied with how well this works. And likewise, I can get these welded up. I like it. Oh, and you saw that just now? There is a Mayday out there. So, perfect. Oh, and looks like I have run out of steel plate. Oh, there we go. Watch this. Okay, so we had those, oh, what are they called? The, gyroscopes. We had the gyroscopes in here from earlier that I don't know what the gyroscopes are going to need. They're somewhere in about that side of the ship down in here. So I doubt that they're fully welded up. So I need large tubes, motors, and computers to finish welding them up. So let's... Because they already acclaimed some large tubes, steel motors, computers. Let's grab what we need from this second one. The one that has no sorting. Oof, yikes. Okay, I gotta turn down the magnet on that. But we'll connect, we'll go to inventory. And looks like my welder has something in it already. That's weird. Okay. So welders generally only pull things if they're being used, but they don't they don't push things back. That's right. I think. Anyway, take a look at this one. And look at components here. And we had large steel tubes. So we'll grab 10 of those, 20 of those, a bunch of steel plates. So one trouble with that is it doesn't tell me motors and computers. Yeah, I have to disconnect because it checks the made grid. I think there's a way to change that, but I have to figure it out still. So motors, computers here. Computers, motors. All right. And now, let's see if those gyroscopes are going to get welded up. Yeah, that's the sound of them being welded up. Sweet. All right, cool. And there are the 3 gyroscopes that were unwelded. And as you can see inside here, a lot of these are welded up. On the bottom, because I can't reach quite through, they're not quite done yet. But if I take off with the Isabelta, I'll be able to reach them. In fact, why don't I do that? Why don't I head off to that Mayday? Go check it out in the Isabelta now that I've got a, got myself working. Just means I need to park the number 2 and park the welding ship. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to park the welding ship on the inner connector, because that'll get my inventory loaded with what I need to weld up the floor of the inside of the base here, and then I can work on putting the floor in after I lay it out. Yeah. And then that's what the floor will be looking like. Nice patterns here. Ooh, I like it. Good. I'm doing everything in a dark slate gray right now, but that's not going to be permanent. I'm going to come up with some nice colors. Anyway, let's get this settled. There we go. And then you can see here, everything's going to start getting sorted out. Yeah, there we go. And I think I've run out of material to fill out. So these will slowly start loading up as the assembler makes it, right? Yeah, look at that. It's making through it right now. Ah, cool. I am super happy I got that figured out how to make that work. Nice. Well, the one steel plate that I had in this inventory is gone, so I suppose that means there's a chance that I need to add a few more. Let's grab some of those. Let's just do that. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else pop out. Maybe there was a single block that needed to be welded up, like had some damage on it or something like that. But either way, see, I love it. I'm like, I know for sure that I'm definitely inside of the ship with the welding area of effect. Pretty cool. Alright, that Mayday is out there, and I still need to get it. Oof. And that's working again. And that's working, so let's go. I guess KJK is coming with me. Alright. The Mayday is up this way somewhere. Actually, what's that right there? Let's check the camera. Oh, it's the Mayday. Haha. Alright. See you when I get there. Well, it's looking like a mostly fragmentary ship. Or, well, incomplete, that is. And there's a reticule. Ooh, what's that? That's different. Alright, let's go take a look. I think I might actually recognize it. Ah, yes. It's the constructor. Well, I brought the pieces I would need to show you guys the hacking computer. So, let me grab them. Where... I came in from up here, so the Espelta. Dang it. Oh, let me find her. So I should have figured she was hiding right inside of the labels for the sled park. Anyway, here we are with the hacking computer. Oh, be right back. Alright, so here we go. The hacking computer. You build the block on the grid, and it attempts to hack the various different components of the ship that you are on. Now, every object it's trying to hack has a chance of success based on how many computer pieces it has. So, that small reactor, the connector, attempts 1 in 6. So it'll attempt a few times, it'll roll a die, 1 in 6 chance. Each time, each attempt, it might succeed. You know, here we go, 8 chances and it still hasn't rolled a 1. Or a 6, depending on how you look at it. Too many attempts failed, switching targets. Now it's going to go for a timer block. A 1 in 1 chance. Always succeeds because it only ever has one computer in it. So this ship is very quickly becoming my ship. As you can see here, the cockpit has only 1 in 15 chance of being successful. But things like... well, this connector... I'm trying to find something that is successfully been hacked. Well, either way. I highly doubt that I'm going to really keep this thing. I'm just going to end up bringing it back and scrapping it. I had one of these previously in my last series, Season 2, I think. No, I had one of these in Season 1? Yeah, I had one of these in Season 1. Wow. Anyway, it... and I even got it from parked in the exact same spot. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just grind things up here while this is hacking away at stuff. You can see it's orange, which means there's still things left to hack. Attempt down the cockpit. There we go. Just saw the cockpit succeed, and voila, it's mine. Well, not the whole thing. Imagine that there's cameras, connectors, the beacon, though there's not very many left. Now, you might say, oh, this hacking computer chip is way too powerful. And I would agree, except for the idea that the hacking chip, let's,
inventory full.
Yeah, alright, so I can't carry a hacking chip. Except for one at a time, right? They're very, very big. 300 liters each. So I cannot carry all of a hacking computer in my inventory on one trip. I need to grab a blueprint for this. But the really nice thing about it is it can hack tanks, right? So that hydrogen tank that has some hydrogen left in it, the only normal way for me to hack it is to grind it down, but grinding it down causes it to vent. So, let's turn it off, turn it on. Still don't have access to the grinder or the beacon or the welder. Well, let's grab the landing gear here and unlock. And I suppose I may as well have the Espelta bring this home for me. So let's go ahead and lock it down right like this. Yeah, there we go. And turn off that, and heck, let's just turn the whole thing off. It'd take a long time to grind that up, and I don't know, I might end up using a shipboard grinder to reclaim all these pieces. And all of this, I think I'd probably only end up getting a bit of basic blocks, like the scaffolding blocks for most of it, but I'll look around, see if there's anything that I really want to grind up and bring home. Like, did they ever put any thruster components in these? No, didn't think so. Alright, let's take what we want and head back to the sled park. Well, I just realized the parts of the ship I'm towing back, which are not fully claimed, are provoking the ship behind me. So, like, I'm getting shot a little bit. And I need some bulletproof glass to fix that up, of course. Arrgh. Alright, well, you know, that's taking damage. That's saying it's done, but, like, can I just transfer ownership to me? Isn't that always the way? You end up forgetting about things. Now, okay, the beacon, where's the beacon? Can I just grind away the beacon? Also, a little odd that I couldn't get the beacon to be mine. There's the beacon there.
Inventory full.
At least I assume that's the beacon. Oh, all right. Let's figure this out. Okay. Let's give it a shot. Or let's see if I get shot, that is. Oh, I don't have any rearward thrust. Lovely. Well, it looks like I'm not being shot by that turret directly in front of me. So, there's that. Hey, I left the thrusters, or the... I left this on. Hey, and there's reverse thrust. Well, I suppose that's one way of getting getting the ship fixed back up pretty quick. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'll end up using it much. I mean, if I recall, these things had issues with their piping that was not easy to overcome. But, you know, it's a frame I can use to build something else. So let's park it up here with the other one. And yeah. It'll just sit there. Nice. Alright, let's get the Isbelta back inside and yeah, see if I can fix it up. Oh, okay, so fixing up the Isbelta. The reason I hesitated is because I want to design an entire like welding bay type situation where I can drive in and I park and I connect, or I don't even need to connect, I'll park and then everything will be piped up and it'll just fix up anything that's problematic or damaged. And part of what that is going to involve came in a little low there, buddy. Part of what that will involve is actually being able to park it relatively quickly and easily. Now, let's be smart about this and fix that up. Can I get out? I can get out. I have a missing block. I've got damaged blocks. Here we go. Now I just gotta kind of edge myself in that way. Okay. That's better. Let's park and try not to do that again. Yeah? Talking and flying at the same time, not advisable. Okay. There's this. Back up to about there. Need to get some parking cameras on this thing. Yeah, see, I'm like way over there. Here we go. And as much as I am happy with the Isbelta, I'm kind of proud of her, I know she needs a... She's not perfect, not by a long shot. Okay. Well, let's turn those off so I don't accidentally fly through them. Okay. And I think what I'll do next is prepare for having that... well, I was going to say prepare for having the welding... The welding arms attached to the base. I'm thinking I want to do that right in this area. But in order to do that, I'm going to go ahead and lay out the floor of this, and I think the walls as well, and use the new welding ship to lay that all out and get it done. And first things first, though, I'm going to go ahead and up this to 4,000 and up this to 6,000. Yeah. Maybe up that to 4,000 as well. That way, when I connect, I'm not going to run out. It's going to be able to just transfer in, and I'll be able to go. Be good to go. So let's lay out the floor and then weld it up. Laying out the floor right now, trying to keep with the pattern I established over here, where it's the emissive lights up and emissive lights down. But I'm also thinking I might have a walkway going through. I don't know, maybe right through the center. Yeah, right down the middle. Also, I am, in fact, keeping an eye on that Reaver Butcher over there, just to make sure nothing nasty happens. But the walkway, like this one. So that is the downward, and then that'll be underneath. So yeah, no worries there. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay. And now just a matter of connecting it all up. Let's do, and in this spot, a four-way junction like that. Yeah. There. And then we can run this way and that way with these. I'm recording still because I kind of was wondering if that butcher was gonna activate, but guess maybe not. Alright, well, I guess that's gonna just be boring and not attack me. I'll leave it be. Alright, I'll finish this layout and then bring you guys back for the welding of it. See how well that welding ship does. Oh, and of course it detected a potential target. Yikes. That thing is closing super fast, exploding underneath.
Energy low.
Well, let's just say I'm glad that I have everything parked inside. And of course, it's a large grid ship. Again. Fine, you know what? I'm just gonna let you run out of ammo. Let's see how well that works. Oh, hey, alright. And maybe I'll... You know what? I'm gonna see if I can sneak a hacking chip in on it. Let's see what happens there, huh? Two large grade hacking chip. And I'm gonna grab all the computer pieces as well. So I don't have to come back one time. Just glad it's not ramming with warheads this time. Alright, yeah. Okay, guns aplenty. Seems like if I get close to it, it tries to turn and shoot at me with the Gatling guns. So... I don't know. I'm gonna keep dancing with it for a bit. I don't know if you guys want to keep watching it. I might run out of energy. Yeah, I'm gonna head back in. Well, it seems to have run out of
Health low.
not
Health
ammo.
critical.
Yeah, okay, come on. Oh, of course. It ran out of missiles. That's what was going on. All right, let's go get my body. And there that is. Come on. So without the missiles, I'm able to get in close to the... Alright, come on. Come on. Control Z. There we go. Get all these valuable components. No, come on, you. Stop doing that.
Your health is low.
So close. Well, it's nearly out of ammo. Or, I mean, not nearly out of ammo. I have no idea how much more ammo it has on its, in its turrets, but if I get it to follow me this way... Come on. I might be able to get it to go after that assert ship. It kind of, like, follows me a little, but also, like, points at me and backs away from me. Ouch. Yeah, you gotta constantly be shifting up and down. It's constantly moving as well, so its turrets are having a hard time staying pinned on me. That's why you're able to get close. But, like... Come on, am I gonna get you back away from me, get close to that thing. This might work. Hey, there we go. Now let's see if those come in after it. I got hit by a couple of bullets. I'm at 1 hit point. No, come on. It is definitely not have a lack of ammo to shoot at me. And of course, now everything's red tinged. Alright, come on everything. Shoot it up. Hey, nice. Thank you, assert. Now, can I get in there and get this to work while they're all shooting at it? Nice. Nice drone. Good deal. Ooh, that was a big explosion. Oh, look at the chunk of it flying away over here. Nice. And this is another chunk of it, I think. Yeah, it must be. I'm not going to worry too much about scrapping anything because, like, Control Z. Nope, Control Z. There we go. So if took this, it grinds to scrap metal, the proprietary thruster components. Really disappointing. But I suppose that's one way of keeping you from getting just tons and tons of extra materials. Let's see how things are going over here. Alright, so these drones are just laying into that reverb. Nicely done, guys. You keep at that. Oh, and then it exploded over there. Haha. Nice. Well, guys, this is this is probably it for the episode for today. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Survival Records. Hope you'll join me for the next one. And last but not least, thanks for watching. After they dealt with the Reaver, they followed me home. Come on. Right down there we go.